Yep. Speaking of, what do you mean? I've been following them since debut. So, next is CLC Black Dress EP, and the first song is the title track Black Dress, where they kind of went back to Hobgoblin, but they didn't go as hard. Is how I felt like
this is exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, exactly. The way I describe it and like what I really like about it is the way I said it has a subdued hypeness to it, if that makes sense. Like, it's a hype song, but it's not like overly hype. There's like there's a subdued level to it, and then it because it keeps building up and dropping, like, and then going back down to where, like, right when they hit the EDM chorus, when they say black dress, it just goes insane, and then it drops back down for the verses.
See, this is exactly what I wanted from them. I want someone to fill the niche that 4 Minute Left Behind that literally no one has filled except for them.
I don't think it's filling a niche. I feel like just Cube's just giving them the
copying.
Yeah, that's why. I was so goddamn.
I don't know. For me, literally no one does it though. No girl groups do it.
Wait, so you didn't like this, Andrew, at all?
Really don't.
No.
You didn't like this at all?
No.
Oh my god, wow.
Okay, here's my problem. Like,
we're getting hardcore here.
Don't get me wrong. I love CLC. Like,
guys, Andrew's
he
back.
Only likes her vaporwave.
No, Andrew's back. He's back to being the cynical one. He hasn't been cynical for a while.
Because I feel it's not that I'm necessarily cynical about CLC. It's just that I'm frustrated with. It just feels like Cube is too incompetent to give a.
Oh, Cube is 100% incompetent.
It feels like
nobody's denying that.
Yeah,
Cube is a garbage company.
Yeah, it feels like they can't create a clear vision for a girl group or to some degree an artist that's not named Hyuna, and 90% of that is because. Hyuna is like in charge of most of her
Hyuna
own.
Just does what she she does her own stuff now.
Yeah,
so she just does whatever she wants.
Yeah, but because like. I can understand why they're doing it, because that's literally the only Cube's saving grace. Well, besides Pentagon's doing pretty good, I guess. But
no, yeah, Pentagon's doing.
But in
Pentagons are saving grace.
Yeah, in terms of like girl groups, like the only thing they know how to do is like 4 minute style of music. So I understand why they're doing it. It's just that they don't have to make it so goddamn blatant, because as far as I know, before, like with Pepe and like all their older music.
Oh yeah, their older stuff is nothing like this.
And it's nothing like that. And also, last time I checked, Yin wasn't a Hyuna clone.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, I just hate.
That does bother me.
Yeah,
that once Hobgoblin happened, she talks like she sings exactly on it, like she raps exactly like Yana.
Yeah,
the super nasally sound, but she never sounded anything like that before Hobgoblin.
Yeah, like it's purposeful, because they're trying to they're basically like, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just like change around like the members or whatever, and just do it all over again. And yeah, I feel like there's enough people like that. Like, I mean, there's Jun Soyeon, there's that friggin' what's her name? There's friggin' Jimin from AOA. Like, there's enough people with that same nasally sounding voice that I'm just like, really? Do we honestly need another group that has that? And also, the most egregious thing in this entire music video, only one person.
None of them are ever wearing a black dress.
One person is wearing a black dress for like all of like 5 seconds. They're all wearing like suits. And I'm just like, why do you even bother calling the music video or the song Black Dress if they're not going to be wearing black dresses?
Yeah, if you read the lyrics, it might explain it. Maybe they're like criticizing girls that go out in black dresses or something. I don't know. I haven't read the lyrics. I don't know why.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's
so
weird.
Like for me, this is probably my favorite single of them. I have to go listen to their older stuff. I 100% agree with you with Yeon's voice just coming out of nowhere, becoming Hyuna since Hobgoblin. Because I've been listening to CLC since the beginning, and she never sounded like that. And so that does bother me. And the music video is pretty basic for this. Like, there's nothing that crazy about it. It's mostly
like, for as much as I hate their like this style of CLC, I actually do like the music videos. Like, same with Hobgoblin. At least the visual elements. Like Cube doesn't never has a problem nailing down like the music video end of their sort of thing. It's just the music part that they seem to have such a, like, I guess, struggle with in general. I don't know.
That's the opposite of me. I think the music video is pretty like boring and basic, where I love the music.
I don't know. I think the music is. See, I don't know. I disagree because like CLC, their debut stuff was not popular. I know Andrew likes the Vaporwave stuff. I do as well, but it was not popular. Like the reason they're floundering right now is because they keep flip-flopping on concept. I think if they stick with this, they can be decent. And ever since 4 Minute Left, again, there's literally no one who does this style of music. You can say EXID does, but they really don't. They don't go this hard. 21 is gone. Like, there's literally no one. And I really think they'd be the people who could do it well. I do agree, however, on Yan's voice as well. Like, I think that's kind of a gimmick, I guess. But yeah, otherwise, I thought those were really
they're
strong
trying to
song.
market to the same. It's like, hey, you remember 4 Minute? You remember Hyuna?
Yeah.
Here's a new like basically. Ultimately, that's K-pop in general, where you just try to repackage the same ideas except in shiny new rappers or whatever. But I mean, it's kind of too blatant at this point. But I mean, it's not bad. It's just that I'm just like, I feel like CLC deserves better. I feel like they deserve so much better than what Cube's giving them right now. And that's sort of evidenced by like the fact that this is one of the albums where the title track, I believe, or at least for me, was the worst song, where they're just so, like the album tracks were just so much better.
Speaking of, we'll move on to like that. So this song, to me, I really like the individual parts of it. Because the song, but it doesn't fit together. It's because there's there's 3 separate sections of this song. There's a rap part at the beginning, there's singing parts, and there's synth parts. And I like all 3 of those separately, but they're just like not mixed at all. It's just like one happens, and then the next happens, and then the next happens, and then they go back to vocals, and then they go back to synth, and then they go back to rap. There's no like blending of them at all.
It's very much of like it's like I don't know. It's like it's an example of like, I think like what exactly, I guess, like what's happening with CLC. It's perfect example of, I guess, like the disassociation like some parts of their music have. But despite that, I like it. Like 90% of the reason why I like it though is just because like the future bass drop for like the chorus or whatever is just so dope. Yeah. It's so well done. I'm a sucker for anything vocal chopping, so that's why. But also, I mean like so yeah, I like parts of the song, but and to some degree I might like it better than Black Dress, but yeah, I do wish like the verses and the chorus like feel like 2 completely different songs, which I guess it suffers from. And like random quote or tidbit or whatever, I was looking at the production credits or whatever. Somebody named Harry Potter wrote the lyrics. Not even joking.
Harry Potter.
They're named Harry awesome. Potter.
That is awesome. I love how blatant that is. So what do you think, Jacob?
So for me, I personally like the song. Again, like I just miss that, I guess, era of girl groups where there's a lot of electronic and stuff. Yeah. Because there really isn't now. Yep. I see what you mean with the like disjointedness though of it though. I definitely see that. However, I think this is definitely just made to be sort of like a staging show or something like that, because that's what it seems like to me. Yeah. Like, yeah, I can something see like that. So yeah, I like the song overall.
Yeah,
so,
and like I said, I like all the parts of it. It just felt weird as one cohesive song. Yeah, because I loved the drop, like you said, Andrew. I love that vocal chopping, like future based stuff. And I like the singing parts and I like the rapping parts, but it just
Also, I thought Yeon's rap was actually really good in this.
Yeah, exactly. But it just, all of it together was weird to me. Okay, moving on to Distance, which is more of a softer pop song with like piano and acoustic guitar. There's a lot of instruments that change throughout the song, which I thought was pretty cool. And the singing is also very, very good.
Yep.
Go ahead, Jacob.
This is what, like when I was listening to this, I was like, oh, this is probably one that Andrew would probably like, because it goes back more to their Freezum album. I think this would probably be a good setup, is like keep the title tracks more like EDM based and like still have some of those
some of this stuff.
Yeah, this stuff like in the album tracks for people who still like it, you know. Because I think like
give Andrew a song every album, just throw him a bone.
Well, like instead of like a ballad or something, like have something like this or whatever, you know, like at least a couple of them, you know, on maybe on a full album, it'd be more cohesive, I guess, you know.
This is my favorite
as far
song.
As album order.
This is my favorite song of the entire album, and it's not even close. Like, this is so well done. It's so well done. It's basically like CLC's version of Touched by Miss A. It's so good. Yep. Like, I feel like, I kind of wish that this would have gotten a single as opposed to like To the Sky. I'll get into that later, but I feel like it works.
I'm getting into that later.
I feel like because I feel like there's a lot of vocal talent on CLC that sort of gets hidden by the fact that it's gonna go this song or their EDMs kind of stuff, just where the beat is like kind of like the main focus, less the vocals. Whereas this, it feels like the vocals are really carrying the song, and it's just so well done. Like, I spammed this song so much this entire week. It's so well done. I love it.
Moving on to, speaking of which, To the Sky, which I think I might have to fight Andrew on. We'll get there. But so this is just insanely synthy pop.
Super catchy.
Just
too.
like super catchy, and the choreo is like super fun and energetic, and I just love this so much. It feels like, so I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it or heard it, but there's a song by Kara called We Were With You. And it was some soccer event promo song. I don't know if it was a World Cup, but it was some big soccer like event promo, and it's just like, it feels like an Olympic song, and that's like, this feels like just like a really song. Hype, like get someone like an anthem, poppy synthy anthem song, and I love it so much. I just enjoyed the song so much.
Maybe that's why I hate it so much, because this feels like the generic song that you make for insert sporting event here.
It does. Yeah, I love it.
And I feel like there's no creativity in those songs.
Give me more
whatsoever.
Girl groups doing songs like that.
Because
it doesn't happen enough.
It's so generic. It's so generic, like obnoxiously generic. And how I rate my songs is on one.
Did you watch the choreo though?
Yeah, I watched the choreography.
Because the choreo makes it better.
It did not make it better.
I think it does. I don't know. To me, it does.
I mean, how I rate my songs is like 1 if I like, 8.5 if I think it's okay, 0 if I really hate it. This is the one rare time where I gave something a 0. Like, it's that egregious, where it feels like it feels so phoned in. Like, especially for like, I'm just like, I don't know why the song exists. It just, especially as a title or like a single or a pre-release, I'm just like, of all the songs to like give a pre-release track to, like, why this? I don't know, it just feels so out of character, especially for what CLC is sort of known for.
I think for me, I really like this song because it reminds me of a lot of what we used to get quite a few years ago. Like, again, it's all like a lot of stuff. You can get me in with the K-pop nostalgia. Like, I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So, yeah, I actually really like this song a lot. It's catchy. Yep. It's got a pretty good EDM. Like, it's all right. So,
yeah.
On to the next song.
It's so good.
The fifth song.
Yep, final song.
The fifth song.
The fifth song, 7th. Which is very confusing. So this is just like a lounge ballad with like vocally showcase song.
So I love like really how like right off the bat it sounds like a Wii menu music, which I actually really like
exactly.
about it.
That's a whole like lounging.
Yeah, like elevator music is a whole genre sort of thing. Like, I love it. That's why
it's hilarious.
Yeah,
I like the song.
Yeah, like, I like these. Again, I like these softer songs where CLC gets to showcase more vocal talent. And
yeah,
I don't mind like the rap break even. Like, it's kind of out of nowhere, but it works very well. Like, again, there's just I just hate that these songs just keep getting buried because like nobody's gonna listen to it because they don't care about the albums for the most part. So yeah, there's just like a lot of stuff here that CLC is offering, but not too many people are gonna get exposed to, which is why I'm so frustrated.
Yeah, I think really where they need to sit is somewhere in between. Like, and I think they're starting to get there, but I think they need to sit somewhere in between where they can sort of play on both of those strengths. Like, rely less on the beats and more on the vocals, but still keep like that like heavy like electronic influence, because that's what 4 Minute used to do back in the day, and that's really what I'm looking for. Is again, like, nobody does it anymore. And it really makes me angry.
Like, not to draw the parallels too much, but I feel like CLC needs a volume up. Well, I mean, granted, Hobgoblin might be their volume up, but I don't know, like it feels like they like maybe in terms of exposure, but I feel like stylistic wise they're still looking for that.
Well, they're still preying off of like hate or crazy, like that sort of vibe, rather than like I Mine Me Mine or Volume Up or something like that.
It's interesting, but I was actually looking, and Pepe has 9.1 million views.
Well, yeah, because that was their debut. They're like, new group from Cube. Let's see who they are.
So like,
and then the rest of them did not.
Yeah, and then it just fell off a cliff until Hobgoblin happened.
Yeah.
Because it didn't fall off a cliff. I don't want to say that, because No Oh No and Like both have 4 million. So like it declined a lot, but it's not bad. It's High Heels that failed. High Heels only has 1.4 million views.
It's because they're stuck middling.
They keep changing what they're doing. Like, but yeah, so Black Dress is already at 3.3 million in 2 weeks. So
yep, that's
trending to do pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, even their I Like It performance video from the last, like the what was that from? That was from...
The album was called Free SM.
It was for Free SM. I wasn't sure if it was. That performance video has 5 million views.
Which had more views than
Where Are You?
Yeah,
Where Are You has 890,000.
Stupid kids.
It doesn't even
don't
hit a million.
They don't
vaporwave.
They don't appreciate the vaporwaves, you stupid kids. It's amazing.
Okay, overall, I exactly like Uju Sonyo. I gave it a 5 out of 6 for music, a 2 out of 3 for concept, and a 1 out of 1 for bias. So an 8 out of 10, solid 8 out of 10 for me.
7 out of 10 for me. Just 4 out of 6 for music, because it's literally everything, but I like every song that didn't get a music video.
That's funny.
Like, literally, like,
you didn't like Black Dress, and you didn't like To The Sky. You liked the other 3.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 for concept, because I guess it was alright, and I still give them the bias point because I still like CLC. I still like them, and I still like their music.
You want them to succeed.
Yeah, I want them to succeed. I'm not trying to like cope for anyone's failure as much as I hate, or as much as I'm frustrated with Cube, because I want them to do better. So 7 out of 10.
So for me, I gave it a 5 out of 6 for music, and then also like Nate, 2 out of 3 for concept and 101. So I gave it also an 8. I really, really like this. Is the title track is what I was looking for from them. I just want them to now from here sort of try to find some place in between their two like past concepts, I guess, and more towards the electronic side, but less reliant on the like sort of like EDM drops, I guess. Mm-hmm. I liked all the tracks. They're really good. That was basically my only criticism. Also, the music video, they looked really good. I really liked the colors and the sort of like post-processing and stuff like that they did on it. But it was at the end of the day kind of just like an SM box.
Yeah, exactly. So I when I said I thought the music video was kind of like boring and generic, I did like all the colors and stuff that they used.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, it was mostly just a boxed room, and like I love that from SM, but like when another group does it, it just feels generic and boring.
I guess
just
SM puts a style to it.
I don't know.
That other
visually wise, I thought
don't.
This was sort of more in line with, I don't know, Bad Boy, in that like that's why I didn't mind it so much, because it did feel interesting in terms of the set pieces. But
I really like the clothing and the colors and stuff like that. I thought
they didn't wear a black dress. Good. I literally
I did notice that.
I want to read the lyrics and see if they're
also like, the part where Yeon cuts her hair. I was like, I like that.
No,
keep it short.
There's one weird. I didn't mention it, but there's a part where Seung-yeon has like a dance break, and it's really dumb looking.
It's what?
It's really dumb. Like, you know what I'm talking about though, where they're all in the line behind her, and she walks from one end of the line to the other, but she just does all these weird looking dance moves to walk from one end to the other, she's constipated.
She looks Jesus Christ constipated.
She does. So it's just so weird looking.
Okay,
that always bothers me. But yeah, so overall 8 out of 10, just like Uju Sonyo. I just love the idea that like it's called I Kicked My Luck Off, so we're just gonna kick Kang Ho Dong in the face over and over again. Just like, and like when they're doing the Vogue like recreation where like Hong Jin Young and the other girl were doing it with their hands, and then Lee Soo-geun's feet are doing it and just like hitting